Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks the tackle. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt get the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. Defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names, so many.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was #1 team you wanted to beat.
At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That's no difference, man. Come on, that's a difference.
And the dogs are on the move. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, and two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Caught near the stick. It's Abrams. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Yeah, yeah. Hello?
What are you doing?
You want your food?
Um, yeah, but I still want to know what you was doing.
The same thing I was doing when you left up out of here.
I think I found a solution.
Solution to what?
Getting her off my brains.
You said own it?
Yes,
I
the
was like,
pillow.
she don't like her head leaning.
I don't know what it is, but when I put on this pillow, she immediately, like, immediately. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the pillow, she just like the feeling of the pillow, or what.
She do like laying her head down.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Say that. She do like laying that gun down.
I just have to kind of tell you before I'm sure.
Goes to the option.
Come on, what the
Nice
guy
job
like.
to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Well, I heard her yelling. I was like, I got this. I wasn't
You
sure.
ain't gonna do it like that. It's because you're trying to get up.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw. It's Flagway. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. They'll run the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the 1st down.
Simple play, simple game. Get that 1st down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Gators in the hurry up. The option look. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down. Yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll try it again. Runs through the tackle. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I love when you run this play because he forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Moves away as he feels pressure. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Escapes, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They want to run it left here. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's running in the open. At the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got his man on the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air on 1st down. Wiggles free. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
The Gators have moved it inside the 20. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's looking for a man on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Woodside. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Try to barge their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Florida 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Give to the running back. Bulls his way forward. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back open in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And the Bulldogs are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Hard running there. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out on the right. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Dogs. And once he got loose, it was all over. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going